At the divorce hearing, my wife's lawyer said your client doesn't even have representation. The judge looked at me. Are you representing yourself? I said, no, Your Honor. Then the courtroom door opened and 3 attorneys in $5,000 suits walked in. So, my ex-wife, Amanda, thought I was an idiot. For 8 years, she treated me like I was invisible. I was just the guy who paid the bills while she spent money like water and told her friends I was dead weight. The night she announced the divorce, she was drinking wine and laughing. She said I would walk away with nothing, maybe my bonsai tree if I was lucky. She told everyone at her wine club that I was too weak to fight back too. What she didn't know was that I had been preparing for 3 years. It started when I found a receipt in her car, a $600 bracelet engraved for someone named David, not me. I didn't yell or confront her. I just started documenting everything. I kept copies of every email, every transaction, every text message where she talked about hiding money. Back in 2014, during a random tax audit, she got frustrated and told me to just handle the paperwork. She signed a quitclaim deed without reading it because she said taxes gave her a headache. That signature transferred our house into my name only. She never bothered to check. I also kept one old bank account open. She told me to close it years ago because she said it meant I didn't trust her. So I told her I closed it. I lied. I just changed the address and let it sit there quietly. That account paid for everything. The lawyer consultations, the private investigator who documented 6 months of her affair with a guy named David whose wife thought he was on a business trip in Seattle, the forensic accountant who traced every dollar she tried to hide. Amanda spent months bragging to her friends. She told them I would show up to court alone and helpless. She said her lawyer would destroy me in one hearing. Her friends even offered to come watch for moral support. She said she wouldn't need it. The morning of the hearing, she walked in wearing designer heels and a $1,000 dress. Her lawyer had an $18,000 retainer and a smug smile. They saw me sitting alone at my table with no briefcase, no laptop, nothing. Her lawyer leaned over and whispered to her, "This won't take long." The judge walked in and asked if I was representing myself. I said, "No, Your Honor." Her lawyer looked confused. He said there was no record of anyone filing to represent me. He had checked that morning. That's when the back doors opened. 3 people walked in. Sharp suits, expensive shoes, leather briefcases thick with documents. The lead attorney walked straight to the judge and handed her his card. The judge's eyebrows went up. Court recognizes Brandon West, Patricia Mills, and David Chen of West & Associates. Her lawyer's face went white. West & Associates was the firm that made a federal judge retire early. They didn't do small cases. They sat down next to me like they had always been there. Amanda's smile disappeared. Her lawyer started sweating. Then they opened their briefcases. They had everything. Wire transfers to her sister's fake business, text messages about hiding assets, credit card statements from her affair, voice memos where she admitted to moving money around behind my back, photos of property she claimed didn't exist, bank records from accounts she never disclosed. The judge granted an emergency asset freeze. All of Amanda's accounts locked immediately. Her lawyer tried to object, but he had nothing. She hadn't told him about any of it. When the final ruling came, Amanda lost everything. The house, the cars, her business shares, even spousal support denied. The decree said no appeals. Final. She turned to me with tears in her eyes, but I was already standing up. I walked out of that courtroom, got into a car that was waiting, and drove away. She spent years calling me weak. Turns out I was just patient.